I am José Manuel García-Lomas Allen-Perkins. In this video on negotiation techniques, we are going to develop the negotiation process and its stages. The negotiation process and its stages is perfectly differentiated from the sales process that we have already dealt with in previous videos, although it maintains certain parallels that we will describe. When we developed the sales process in previous videos, we did it fundamentally relying on 5 stages. Now, as we develop the negotiation process, we are going to rely on breaking it down into 8 main stages. Stage 1, the introduction, it is the necessary time to create a positive atmosphere and awaken interest in the other party about the development of the negotiation we started. Something important to point it out is that this phase should not be neglected, since from it begins a good attention curve and the creation by both parties of the positive and correct attitude that facilitates progress in the negotiation process. Stage 2, the general exposition of the current situation. We start, as its name indicates, by exposing what the current situation is, and with this we anticipate foreseeable objections if we begin with what we will later see as stage 3 of references to the past. Here the content is what is important, and we suggest to do it in a short space of time, because if not, we run the risk of not being actively listening to. Stage 3, reference to the past. Making history, the background music. As we have already pointed out, it is important to do it in this order: first the current situation, and followed by the reference to the past. In doing so soon, we do not delay in order to avoid objections on the part of the other party, which otherwise could express its concern to know the current situation, which for this we have already explained in stage 2. It is also an opportunity at this stage to take a quicker look at the positive aspect of our relationship in the past, which will favor the climate of the progress in the negotiation to come. If we remembered the attention curve exposed in previous videos, we established 3 phases. The first phase of the A is that of attention. The second of B is that of the presentation of benefits, and the thirdly, that of C, is that of the closing of our presentation. I say this because that initial part of the attention curve, that is the attention or attention in the negotiation process, would include these 3 stages that we have just described, that is to say, first introduction, second current situation, and third reference to the past. But let us continue with the negotiation process. Stage 4, definition of the points, needs according to both parts we see them. This stage is the key moment to use in an intelligent way a good question technique, which allows us to deepen and define the real interests, desires, and needs as both parties feel them. Stage 5, selection and discussion of points. Here the conflicting points are discussed. not falling into the trap of fixing our attention on the positions and yes, on the real interests of both parties. That is to say, yes to the interests and not to the positions. Stage 6, conflicts and differences. Here we enter into authentic negotiation in the search for a win-win. Stage 7, assignment of positions by both parties. Remembering that the need to compromise is inherent to all negotiations. Therefore, seek the balance between give and take, and to do so develop options for mutual gain. And recalling again the attention curve, citing stage 4 of defining need, stage 5 of selecting and discussing point, stage 6 of conflicts and differences, and stage 7 of cession of position. These 4 stages of the negotiation would be the part of the benefit exchange of profit between both parties in the attention curve that is also developed in all negotiation. Step 8, the establishment of agreements in principles that are the gateway to definitive conventions. And here we would be in the closing of the attention curve, example, the closing or closing of the negotiation. When I develop my training with groups of professionals on this subject of negotiation and others, we incorporate the participative methodology of using exercises, practical cases, and role plays. In other words, someone from the group acts as a company negotiator in a situation that we draw with the whole group. And someone from the group also plays the role of a client defined by the group. With all this, we try to give a practical character to the training, making the group not only the protagonists, because they are the ones who know their own business well, but also that the group is the analyst analyzing the action of the role plays that we develop. And thus the group takes advantage of the vision, knowledge, and skills that all participants have been developing throughout their professional lives. Role plays or real-life simulation give us the opportunity to refine and polish the use of the techniques we are training and developing, and with it we ratify the following. Tell me and I forget. Show me and I remember. Make me participate and I learn. Train me and I acquire it as habit. The importance of training with rehearsal, exercises, case studies, and role plays. Learn by doing. If you are interested in our videos, I suggest that you give a like and subscribe to our channel for the videos that are to come.